crash in a car accident in which Anthony Joshua survived. His uncle quoted to Nigerian publications, the major thing there is that he has retired from boxing. That is one thing that makes us glad because each time he's fighting in the ring, we are always carried away emotionally. Adedamola Joshua told Nigerian outlet The Punch. He also quoted, each time he's knocked down, it is just like the heart is coming out of our chest. All these emotional feelings whenever he's fighting is too much trauma for us also. Now that he has said that he is leaving while the ovation is highest, we are happy.
This tragedy, it appears to be getting worse. Everything that I've heard involving this Anthony Joshua incident that recently took place in Nigeria is bad. There's not been one almost like silver lining or redemptive quality that I've heard. And again, like I said, if you care about the next chapter of the heavyweight division, you should truly.
And there you have it, guys. There is the uncle of Anthony Joshua claiming that Anthony Joshua has retired. The former world heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua is seriously considering retirement from boxing, according to his uncle, Adedamola Joshua. Joshua, of course, was injured in a car.
Anthony Joshua's uncle has confirmed that the heavyweight star has chosen to retire following the tragic car accident that claimed the lives of 2 members of his team. The emotional impact of the incident has been overwhelming, leading Joshua to step away from boxing and place life, family, and personal well-being above the sport that made him a global name.
Well, how is AJ going to be physically? Physically, it doesn't seem too bad. How is he going to be mentally? And that's another question in of itself. But then a lot of other people were saying, well, what's going to happen with AJ in boxing? Because, and I can 100% concur with this, it's understandable if he decided after something as traumatic as that to just decide, do you know what, I've made life-changing, generational money. I don't really need to put myself through the mill of this, physically and or mentally, especially after going through the ordeal he went through only a week or so ago. So you'd 100% understand if he'd retire, but then you had other people saying, maybe it will, it will galvanize him. It'll inspire him, so to speak. It will make him kind of want to come back to fight for the memory.
Dominic Ingle reflects on the reality behind Joshua's decision, reminding everyone that boxing will always be secondary to life. The accident serves as a painful reminder that no championship or fight is more important than human life. For Joshua, recovery and being there for his family is now the only focus.
Going to die in the ring, it's just a sport. Boxing sport is not more important than life. It's not. It's a sport. Put it in perspective. Who cares whether he carries on boxing? That's not the thing. Human lives have been lost. You can never. That's you can't get them back. It's priceless. You can't get it back. What does boxing matter? It don't matter one bit. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like, but sometimes you get these realities.
Duke McKenzie points to Joshua's maturity and intelligence, explaining that this decision is thoughtful and measured. After such a devastating event, stepping away from the ring shows self-awareness and respect for life. With his achievements already secured, McKenzie believes Joshua will soon confirm what many already feel, that his priority is family, healing, and safety.
By Shiraz, I'm sure of that. And he's not a silly man. He's not. And I would envisage over the next few months, he will announce his official.
Eddie Hearn notes that the decision is influenced not only by the accident, but also by the physical toll Joshua's body has endured. Years of intense training and punishment in the ring have their limits. At this stage, health, recovery, and long-term well-being matter more than continuing to fight.
No, but it all depends on his body. I mean, I wasn't being facetious before, but you never know the landscape of this, but more likely he's thought this is a good time to bow out or got a few niggles and...
Spencer Oliver praises Joshua's talent and presence in boxing. Beyond wins and titles, he brought excitement and energy that drew fans to the sport. His absence leaves a noticeable gap in the heavyweight division, but his skill and character ensure his legacy is already secure.
doubt, it's not just that he's a big personality and he sells fights so well and he's a big character and the press conferences, the build-up to fights and what he delivers in the ring. The guy is a serious talent and he'll be missed when he's retired, that is for sure.
Eddie Hearn also highlights the unseen struggles Joshua has faced away from the ring. The pressure, stress, and mental strain that come with elite boxing add important context to his decision. Walking away reflects a need to protect both mental and emotional health.
Openly says he's had all these mental health problems, struggle.
Gareth A. Davies emphasizes the emotional damage caused by losing two close team members. The impact goes far beyond physical injury, affecting Joshua mentally and emotionally. It's a reminder that boxing is never just about competition, and personal loss can change everything.
In all those ways, as well as...
Carl Froch questions whether this retirement will be permanent, noting that fighters often step away temporarily. However, given the seriousness of the situation, this could genuinely mark the end of Joshua's career, driven by safety and life beyond the ring.
2 losses. So this retirement, I'm not sure if it's genuine. Maybe it is, but I don't know what he's going to do now he's retired. But the fact of the matter is, he's announced his retirement. He's either trying to leverage for more money and putting himself in position, so he's got people begging for him to come out, or he's actually genuinely going to retire.
Johnny Nelson speaks on the heartbreak surrounding the incident, pointing out how quickly boxing rivalries lose meaning in the face of real tragedy. Losing 2 team members so suddenly is devastating, and Joshua now faces emotional challenges greater than any fight.
That Nigeria, it's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing your life. So it was a sad thing to hear, a sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these 2 men who were somebody's child, someone's brother. And that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their...
John Fury expresses relief that Joshua survived the crash, stressing that life matters more than titles or fame. The incident is a reminder of how fragile life can be, shifting the focus from boxing to health, recovery, and time with loved ones.
God bless you, AJ. You're one lucky lad. God bless you. I'm glad you're alive again. Shocked me, that's terrible. Anyway, good luck everybody and try and enjoy the new year as much as you can.
Pain Game focuses on the physical aftermath of the accident, noting that even the toughest fighters are vulnerable outside the ring. Joshua's body and mind will need time and care, making recovery and safety the only sensible priorities.
Bless him. He's been through such a severe car accident there. All right, he's lucky enough to still be alive, but fuck me, his body must be going through a lot right there. This is not a man who winces in pain easily, right? He gets punched for a living. And obviously, you're supposed to take people out of car accidents like that with great care.
Eddie Hearn stresses the importance of support around Joshua and his family. Beyond boxing success, he now faces a personal battle that requires care, stability, and understanding from those closest to him.
To really be there for them and the family, anything they need. Sometimes when someone is a star, they have a lot of things in their life taken care of for them. So you really have to move into that mode in this situation as well. Make sure obviously they're getting the best medical attention, make sure their family are safe and happy and as happy as can be.
Gareth A. Davies also reflects on Joshua's professionalism in recent controversies, noting that even under criticism, he handled situations with composure. This reinforces the idea that his decisions are considered and responsible.
I think, in fact, it's some very interesting and germane points you make there in this moment, Raheem. That I think what I've noticed, that obviously there were a kind of panoply of opinions about him fighting Jake Paul, to take it back a week and a half. I was critical of that fight being signed, first of all, because I worried about the dangers for Jake Paul. He got his jaw broken at the end of the day, and kind of used the scars as a flag in his new moon, delusionally optimistic in his words, as he is about these things. So Anthony Joshua went to America a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, played the role which he needed to play, was very classy,
Alexander Usyk acknowledges the human loss behind the accident, emphasizing that Joshua lost close friends, not just teammates. His response highlights respect and solidarity within boxing, reminding fans that fighters are human first.
Alexander Usyk said, "This is an unbelievable loss. Sinna and Latif are two incredible people who were not only part of AJ's team, but also friends. My sincere condolences to their families, loved ones, and everyone who knew them. Anthony Joshua, wishing you a speedy recovery."
Ryan Garcia's reaction mirrors the wider boxing community's concern. Fighters understand the risks of the sport, and moments like this put health and recovery above all else. Joshua's journey ahead will demand mental strength as much as physical healing. Showbiz The Adult outlines the severity of the crash, highlighting how sudden and unavoidable the situation was. The incident has shifted attention away from boxing achievements to Joshua's recovery and well-being, with support coming from fans worldwide.
Todoterreno de Anthony Joshua chocó contra el camión detenido. Bueno, solo quiero darles la última noticia. Desafortunadamente, Anthony Joshua estuvo involucrado en un accidente automovilístico en Nigeria. Oraciones por Anthony AJ Joshua y su familia. Y oraciones por los dos pasajeros que fallecieron. Me voy.
Anthony Joshua's accident and the loss of two close team members have deeply affected the boxing world. This goes beyond a career decision and serves as a reminder of how quickly life can change. Whether Joshua returns or steps away permanently, his focus on health, family, and safety reflects maturity and perspective. The question now is not about titles or fights, but about what comes next for a fighter facing the biggest challenge of his life.